Capricorn, welcome to your weekly reading for your end of month. We're doing the whole end of month, actually. Welcome to your reading for the season finale of September 2025. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And yeah, we're going to jump right in. I just have one question for you, Capricorn. Are you feeling the shift? Are you feeling this shift? We're at the end of eclipse season, the dawn of a new era because of the present portal. I mean, it's your big moment right now. You've got a lot happening. I do not even know where to start with you, but the curtains are going up. It's your big moment. The curtains are also coming down, and I'll explain that in a second. But remember what I've been saying week after week, month after month for a long time now. Out with the old, in with the new. You're going to hear me say that a lot to the point where you're in the new. Okay. This is the end of an era, beginning of a new era, the beginning of your new life, your brand new era. I mean, we're there. Okay. And it's not only because the prison portal is in place, ushering you into this whole new world, Capricorn, but remember, all the outer planets are retrograde. And that's a big deal, okay? Remember, they're asking you to go within, but they're also asking you to go back to the past 2 years of your life and think about where you are now, because you're doing a final review before you walk through that door, Truman Show style, yeah? Into this radically changing new world, new era, new you from this moment forward. And it starts right now. Sunday, September 21st. By the way, just like last week, we have a cluster fax machine of energy. The very few first days. I'm going to break this down for you because it's really important. And yes, there is something happening on the 30th. And I will explain to you what that is. It will blow your mind, Capricorn. Now, Sunday, September 21st, we have the new moon partial solar eclipse in Virgo, 29 degrees, 4 p.m. my time. That would be Eastern Standard Time. This is big. This is really big. This is, eclipses, as you know, are game changers, right? 100 times the power of a new moon. They bring enormous change. They put you on the path that you need to be on, whether you want to or not, right? Because that's what eclipses do. And sometimes, remember, they can eclipse things out of your life that it was like that part of your story's done, right? And now there's a new 6-month cycle. And for you, this is easy to say because Virgo rules your 9th house. So ninth house is, it's the house of the gods, right? It's the house of spirituality, your belief system, your philosophy, how you see things. It's, inner wisdom. It's the big picture. It's even like your purpose, your perspective, all of that. So for you, it's more of like a spiritual shift. But the 9th house is also education. So a lot of y'all could be becoming teachers or role models. Remember, we still have that activation in Aries, that spiritual warrior. A lot of y'all are definitely like 9th house is also book publishing, right? Broadcasting. Some of y'all are starting podcasts. Some of y'all are writing books. Hope they're fantasy novels. Yeah, romantasy, whatever it's called. Because you do have a lot happening in that area of your life as well. All right, so you've got a lot of you are going to be writing books, just to let or blogs, or starting blogs, or things like that. All right. Now, the other thing is that this is one of the most loaded and complex eclipses, this one here, that I've seen in years. So I'm going to bullet point some key factors that you need to know. It's 29 degrees, critical energetic degree. This is a culmination. This is a graduation. It's the end, okay? And it's on the south node in Virgo. So something's got to go. Something's got to go for something new to come in. And therein lies the irony. It's a new moon solar eclipse. So again, you see something really rare here. Yeah. And something fresh, though. A new chapter for you waiting to be born. It's almost like a rebirth. And it will be a rebirth because of some other things happening that I'll discuss. But I want you to know, again, this is your 9th house. So a lot of y'all, it's going to be this spiritual movement. Yeah. And so really, really, really nice. It's your contribution to the collective, all of that. And I'm going to tell you why that's going to be a big part of what you're going to be doing, or with this energy here. Okay, how you contribute to humanity, how you contribute to your workplace, to your family. Now, two, you already got a glimpse of what might happen, or what you're going through, or what you're experiencing with the new moon in Virgo that we had August 22nd at 0 degrees. So that energy has been building up to this moment. And remember, Virgo energy is service to others. Yeah. It's also your daily routines, your lifestyle, your work, health matters as well. Those are big areas of focus for you with this new moon solar eclipse, and especially around this day and time as well. No? And that really will be amplified for you with Uranus and Gemini. And I'll explain that again. I'll explain that later. But your daily routines are changing. You are going through enormous change, Capricorn. If you haven't felt it now, oh, just wait. You will this month. 3, Saturn, your ruler. Yeah. Yep. Saturn, who is life lessons. Yeah. Back into Pisces, as we know, as of September 1st. And so you have the sun and the moon, you know, this eclipse that's going to be opposite Saturn at 29 degrees. That's an opposition. So it's Saturn, right? He's definitely, you know, dry cleaned his, uniform. He's got the aviators, the grizzly bear hat. What is it? Smokey the Bear. Anyway, he's come out really in the mood to make things, you got to do things his way. He's the authority. He's the taskmaster. He makes things a little bit harder for you. But when I say do things his way, remember Saturn, life lesson. So you're going to go through some tests. Okay. Saturn in Pisces is in your 3rd. So this would be a lot that has to do with communication, communicating with others. Saturn, authority, right? There may be an authority here, a boss, investor, CEO, father figure, anything like that. Okay, just letting you know. You may be getting new responsibilities around this time. All right, remember this eclipse is on the karmic node of fate. Saturn is karma. So there's a karmic lesson for you here, Capricorn. And remember, if you pass Saturn's tests, you're rewarded. That's what karma is. But this opposition, it will require some discipline. And you'll see that Saturn is going to be adding that pressure when it comes to communication. If not communication, writing projects. Yeah. Or you could feel a little like, right? Or, I mean, you can use these aspects. So you could be becoming the authority. And that is your life change. It's like you are now transitioning into this like big authority, and it's not easy, and you've got more responsibilities. So every Capricorn is different. Saturn's your ruler though. So it might be easy for you. I mean, Saturn is your ruler. So you get Saturn, right? The other thing is 3rd house does involve family, especially siblings. It's also like launching things, agreements, LLCs, things like that, launching businesses, selling goods. It's Mercury ruled. Yeah. And so travel is part of this as well. 4, you have to release, Capricorn. It's non-negotiable. Okay. With a new moon solar eclipse opposite Saturn on the south node at 29 degrees, non-negotiable. Okay, so this is, when I say release, it's old habits, it's patterns, it's thoughts, especially, yeah, for y'all. And it can be spiritual, but it can, the 3rd house is the mind, right? It could be the way that you're thinking, like old ways of thinking. We've got to let it go. It's structures that you built for yourself. Anything that doesn't serve you well anymore. Okay. Your MySpace profile. Do you even need that? Your VCR, whatever it is, it's got to go. And for you, a lot of it may have to do with education and teaching and travel. All right. So just keep that in mind. But there may be something here. Again, most Capricorns, it'll be the way that you're thinking. It's got to change. Yeah. So keep that in mind, because this is like I said, non-negotiable. This is a very no ifs, ands, buts, or whats, or cuts, or, things like that. And here's the reason why. Not only because of everything I just told you, the eclipse on the South Node in Virgo, Saturn at 29 Pisces. That's the very last degree and the very last sign. So there is some endings that you can expect for your new beginning, especially with the prison portal at play, out with the old, in with the new. 5. Remember what I said last week. That applies here too. All right. Every single planet other than Jupiter is between 29 to, at this point, 2 degrees. And so the planets are either sitting on or passing through that 0 degree point, the critical degree, the point of reset. So you see this true rebirth, reset, out with the old, in with the new moon solar eclipse. And you are on your path to enlightenment, on your karmic journey, on this rocket ship of a new moon, this new you. So please take inspired action. I say that every day. Take it every day. In order to take inspired action, Capricorn, you have to care about the direction you want to go and how you're going to contribute to the collective. Because again, Virgo is all about service to others, and to be of service to others, it starts with you, and it starts with self-love. So be kind to yourself, because I've talked about these lower expressions, the South Node, all of that in Virgo. It's perfectionist energy. It's being hard on yourself. It's being self-critical. And I have seen that on a daily basis for weeks now, with friends, with family. So please, Capricorn, and even with me, I've been hard on myself. Please don't be hard on yourself. You're the workaholics too. All right. So please be mindful. Okay. We only live once in this reality. Yeah. So if you are a cross watcher, if you watch for your rising or your moon, or for your sister, or for your intern, all the mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, they're going to feel this eclipse the most. Okay. If you know your birth chart, your natal chart, if you have any planets between 27 to 1 degree, and it doesn't matter what planet, in Virgo or Pisces, yeah, because of the opposition, you're going to feel it the most, okay? So just keep that in mind. It's strong. And I taught, and I did a whole class on Great Awakener. And by the way, thank you so much for everyone who's joined. I did a class, my astro charting class, where I told you how to find the eclipses, the new moons, and the full moons that will have the most impact on you anytime from now till forever. I showed you how to do that, okay? Based on your birth chart. And I have another class I'm doing tonight. We're going to talk about some of the aspects this week. But yeah, and the founding member sale is still going on. So all these classes are all included in your rate. It's only like 40 cents a day, the sale, and it ends at the end of the month. So everything's in the description box. Thank you so much, y'all. And the other thing I was going to say, because I think I want to just give you a little bit more of a reference and context here. With this new moon solar eclipse in Virgo at 29 degrees, yeah, I'm an Aquarius, a Gemini rising, and a Virgo moon. My Virgo moon is at 29 degrees, meaning this eclipse is literally on top of my moon, conjuncting my moon, exact, and exactly opposite Saturn. So I will tell you how it goes. Now, we really need to focus on this concentration of energy here, because literally 12 hours later, and this is potent and it's bonkers, Monday, September 22nd, Mars will move into Scorpio until November 4th. Mars rules Scorpio. This is his home. He hasn't been here in 2 years. And you know the type of year that Mars has been having with all those retrogrades, having no energy, can't do anything for you. He's stuck in quicksand, being in signs that he doesn't like. This is going to be bonkers. You know, this is like Homer coming home, okay? He's going straight to the bar in the den, all the taxidermy in his man cave. So buckle up, Capricorn. Now, here's the good news for you. Mars is exalted in your sign. You know Mars. You work well with Mars. Scorpio, being a water sign, does really well with you. This is an intensity with Mars and Scorpio that you are going to thrive on in terms of your passions, ambition, actions that you take, determination, all of that cranked up to a whole other level, especially regarding relationships and intimacy and investments and gaining power as part of your ongoing transformation. But Scorpio rules your 11th house. That's the house of your future hopes and wishes and aspirations and long-term commitments and goals and dreams. It's also your support system, your friendships, your squad, benefactors, allies, communities, the masses. Social media is a big thing for you. A lot of you are doing a lot of social media, by the way. And if you're not, it's definitely like marketing or advertising or something like that with your 3rd and your 11th activated. But with Mars here now, holy shrimp. You're going to feel this, and it's amazing. So I really want you to use this. You're going to feel, and I said this in your monthly forecast, you're going to feel driven like you haven't in years, which is great. Mars is at home in Scorpio, doing really well for you. Anything that you want for your future hopes, wishes, long-term goals, dreams, all of that. Support system. Y'all are going to be really social. We're moving into Libra season, okay? But here's the thing, Capricorn. Mars and Scorpio, yeah, there's intensity. And with everything, there's, lower expressions, right? We talked about like polarities and whatnot. Mars and Scorpio can be very Arya Stark. Okay? Like really driven, like no mercy, and tendency to hold grudges. So and obsessions and things like that. So use this wisely. Yeah? Now, literally 12 hours after that, yes, 12 hours after that, around 3 p.m., we move into Libra season. Welcome to the equinox. Happy fall. We're here. We made it. Cheers. Cheers. And happy spring if you're in the southern hemisphere. Now, Are you ready for this, Capricorn? You're going to love this. You're going to love this. First, equinox, right? Equal day and night. Hence, equinox. Equal, right? Equilibrium. Hence, Libra. Balance. For the next 4 weeks, focus on the balance. Emotional, spiritual, even moral, ethical. That's Libra energy, right? Peace, harmony. This is going to be a big time for a career for you, okay? For the next 4 weeks. Because Libra rules your 10th house of fame and career. And if you're not here for career, just your reputation, what you want to be known for, recognized for, its honors, its achievements, you know this house well too, because this is your home. You rule the 10th house. And Libra is a cardinal sign like you, all about leadership and moving forward and stepping up. This is bonkers. You have Mars and Scorpio in your 11th, and then you've got Uranus and Gemini in your 6th, and then Libra season for 10th. So much work stuff here, career stuff, your reputation, your legacy. This is going to be a big time for you. All right, Capricorn, I'm very excited for you. So please be social and network. That's Libra energy. Okay. You are going to see a shift for the next 4 weeks. In addition to that, in partnerships, in your relationships, in marriage and love and contracts, peace, harmony, everything that Libra represents. But with that intensity that Mars in Scorpio will bring. All right. You're going to like, nothing's holding you back at this point. So absolutely use this for whatever you desire. Just do not hold grudges. All right. Libra is all about diplomacy and justice. So just bear that in mind. And I'm harping on this because you see what's happening here. Mars square Pluto. Well, Mars just got home. He had 3 Zimas and he's already getting Marsy. Okay. So you're going to start feeling Mars square Pluto at that time. All right. Hugely. Now, this is it. So you heard everything that I just said, right? Let me repeat it because sometimes I gotta, some things bear repeating for you to get the full picture here. Equinox, I've discussed, it's always represented the beginning and end of a harvest, right? We're ancient cultures, ancient times. Everything is cyclical. This is happening at the time Mars is moving into Scorpio, which represents death and rebirth. Yeah. And so you have this eclipse, endings, new beginnings, the equinox, endings, new beginnings, Mars and Scorpio, death and rebirth, and all the planets other than Jupiter at that 0 degree reset point. And by the way, you heard what I said, all within 24 hours of each other, each 12 hours apart. And remember, equinox is equal day and night. That's 12 hours each. Notice the pattern here of 12. In numerology, yeah, that's harmony, but it's cosmic order. It's cycles, completion. So this is truly a big death and rebirth moment. Remember, you have to let things go. You can't have that rebirth part without the death part. There is an old you and a new you, and you are going to start seeing it now. All right. So please, FTLOG, do not resist change. It is the only constant in this world, Capricorn. Okay. Stay true to your authentic self while you create your new reality. All right. Now, Tuesday, September 23rd. Yeah, this is a bit. And again, for you, particularly you, everything is changing. Everything. Okay. I want to just make that very clear. You have Uranus and Gemini in your 6. All right. And we'll talk about that because Tuesday, September 23rd, you have the Sun in Libra opposite Neptune, still in Aries. Remember, the Sun is opposite Saturn still too. I mean, that was just the perfection. So it's not as strong, but it's still there. And it's only 2 days off, right? So 3 days or whatever it is. The Sun will trine Pluto and Uranus, which is amazing. Let's start with the Sun opposite Neptune. There's going to be something here where the easiest way to explain this, because we could be here for years, are you being real with yourself? Done. Okay. Easy peasy. That's it. That's all it is. Right. Are you being real with yourself, especially when it comes to home, family, the foundations of your life? All right. Neptune, remember, is retrograde. So there can be a little bit of illusion, delusion, deception, fantasy as well. Do you only see the good in things and not the full picture? Right. Remember, that's a big theme for you this week. All right. So be honest with yourself about circumstances, especially, again, home and family related. You loop in all this Libra energy, career as well. And it could even be that, remember, it's all about balance. That work, home balance may be a thing. Keep that in mind. All right. Just know that if you tap into your spiritual warrior, you're going to be fine. All right. I'm just letting you know you're going through change. And the other thing, there can be some things that are deceptive to you with Neptune retrograde here. Now, the Sun trine Uranus and Gemini and Pluto, that's what balances things out, okay? Because we now have another grand air trine. Last time it was Mercury, this time it's the Sun in Libra, and Sun is optimism, and the Sun is opportunities. It's good health, vitality. It's your life force. So this is amazing, and you're going to feel this the entire week, basically. The entire week. This is just the peak of it. And literally, this is happening 24 hours exactly after the equinox. You can't make this up. So what does this mean for you? This is your big breakthrough. This is your huge breakthrough. Remember, you have a huge focus on career with the fact that you're Uranus and Gemini in your sixth house of your daily activities and your lifestyle, but also work, your responsibilities, duties when it comes to work and colleagues and employees. You also have Pluto and Aquarius in your second house of salary and income. And then we're in Libra season. You have the sun in Libra, part of this air trine, grand air trine in your 10th house of career and fame, being recognized. It can be on a global scale. You could be the next Bart Simpson. I don't know. Who's a Capricorn? I just blanked real quick. I blanked. Can't think of Capricorns right now. But anyway, here's the thing. This is enormously wonderful. This is your breakthrough. It's Uranus and Pluto. It's your breakthrough. You're having a big breakthrough here in career and money. The second house is also self-worth, self-value. There may be something here with material possessions as well. That could be part of your Neptune story when it comes to home and family, the foundations of your life. There could be something here as a realtor being honest with you about a house you want to buy. Is there a landlord that's being honest with you? So just keep that in mind, right? The foundations of your life. But Uranus trine Pluto is innovation. It's revolution, your personal evolution. It's transformation. It's communication. But don't forget what I said last week. Pluto is outside. It's ecliptic on the south side. We call that out of bounds. It's rare. Okay. Very rare. It's not going to happen for thousands of years. It's going to happen. Okay. So, it just means he's a little wild. He's a little bit more extreme. Okay. He's a kid with a bottle of ketchup. He's unsupervised. Yeah. And he's going to bring change in a huge way in your second house. So there's going to be some changes. And a lot of it is going to be confidence boosting for you. And with Mars and Scorpio at the same time, you better believe it. You better believe it. Okay. Libra, see all of this. All right. So one last thing I'm going to tell you with Uranus trine Pluto, remember that's part of the prison portal. If you're new to my channel, if you don't know what that means, just look at any video that I've done since, I don't know, May. All right. Maybe I'll even leave it in the description box, but it's a one of a kind. Nobody on Earth has ever experienced it. Okay, that's how rare the prison portal is, and it's potent AF, right? But Uranus trine Pluto is part of that, and Uranus and Pluto this week will be the closest they've been within minutes apart, meaning you're really gonna feel this. You're really going to feel this. This is your big break, Capricorn. This is your big break when it comes to work, your daily activities, money, finances, salary, self-worth, self-value. If you're not here for work or salary, right? Material possessions, that, horse you wanted to buy. Anything here. Yeah. And also health. Don't forget that. Breakthroughs in health. And then also pets. There may be something here with pets. Virgo does rule domestic animals, but focus on your day-to-day activity. This is so potent. Uranus trine Pluto, pretty much in the background, part of a grand air trine now that you're going to feel all week. But there really are the stars. That's how potent it is. So wear your sunglasses at night. You do you, right? Be authentically you, all right? Because Pluto out of bounds can be a little chaotic. Mars in Scorpio can be really strong. All right? Saturn, still your ruler, still conjunct Neptune. Doesn't matter that's in a different sign. I explained that. Neptune is dissolving. Saturn is building this new reality for you. All right? So your transformation will 1,000,000% have to do with some means of bonding or socializing or networking, all right, with everything that's happening for you. It's a lot of you have to be in touch with others and communicate. And also think outside the box. That's Uranus and Gemini. Uranus and Gemini wants you to shake up routines anyway. So you actually have that benefit. And the moon has been in Libra since late Sunday. So you've already a lot of career stuff that you've been thinking about, and maybe even making peace in something in the workspace. Now, Wednesday, September 24th, this is when we have Mars square Pluto. All right. This is strong. It's at 1 degree. It's strong. It's strong. You're going to feel it days before, days after. And remember, it's now tangled up with Uranus trine Pluto. So when I say this is strong, we're talking ghost pepper. Okay. And I don't make this up. What are the chances that the moon will be in Scorpio this day? So you have the moon conjunct Mars squaring Pluto in Aquarius. What? If you're a subscriber, you know I've talked about the moon in Scorpio, which has an intensity on its own, but now it's conjuncting Mars. So this can get you emotionally amped up in a really big way, especially around money, okay? Or something with self-worth and self-value. Mars is the warrior god. Pluto is the ruler of the underworld. This is this is a blockbuster film. And remember, Pluto's out of bounds. He's wild right now. They're about to West Side Story. And remember, Mars in Scorpio is in your 11th house. So there may be something here with friendships or groups. It's social media. It could also be trolls, right? It could be anything, something that has to do with your future. And there's just something here where it's the two most powerful planets, right? And they're both the rulers of Scorpio. Mars is the traditional, Pluto is the modern. And remember, Scorpio has that intensity. Scorpio rules transformation. So there's something meant to transform you. And I always say with these aspects, if you're vibrating at a high frequency, if you're at a 10, love, compassion, gratitude, self-love, cakewalk. You're not going to feel this. It's going to be a junk mail that you get that you're just like, delete. Yeah, that's it. If you're vibrating at a 10. But this can be emotionally extreme. It's manipulative energy. It's power struggles. You might feel a little bit of a squeeze because the other thing is that Pluto, remember, ruler of the underworld, all about what's beneath the surface, and it's very psychological. And so Mars, being aggressive, is poking the bear here. And so there may be some secrets, revelations that come out, especially if you've been holding them in and it's been building up. They're coming out now. All right. The other thing is there may be someone, maybe a friend, maybe again, ally. They're testing your self-worth. Okay. Just keep that in mind. Or a powerful figure. So just remember, this is very, oh, no, you didn't energy. Arya Stark. Nope. You want to be more like Jon Snow or his sidekick, Gregorio, or whatever, the one that read a lot of books. He lived, okay? Stay frosty, be cool. It's all about justice and peace in Libra season, okay? Because things may come to a surface. You may say things you didn't mean to say. And this affects everybody. So it could be a friend of yours, family member, someone says something to you. Things are coming to the surface, okay? Was it airing out the laundry or whatever? It's more like the cat in Pet Cemetery coming out. So just remember that, okay? You want to be responsive, not reactive. And you want to channel this energy productively, right? Mars is physicality. Pluto is power. Do some karate. Do some kickboxing. Do some Tai Chi, advanced level. Do some gardening, okay? Hose things down. Just use this in a physical way. Anyway, the reason why is because this is a week when I see what's happening for you, you're going to have major transformation. You may also have some unexpected things come up, and a lot of it in a good way, by the way. Yeah. Maybe like new assignments as well. But always be the best version of yourself. Vibrate at that high frequency. I said it I said in your monthly forecast, we're always the same person, but every moment we have is unrepeatable. It's always unique. You always want to be in the now, in the present. That's how you connect with your authentic self, okay? With a higher mind. And you see through your lens. You see through that Neptunian fog. Because on Tuesday, the 30th, this is it. Okay? Y'all know about that comet, the 3-eye atlas? Everybody heard the news about that interstellar object? So, that comet will be in the Libra constellation and will be very close to conjuncting Mars at this point. That's really going to start happening the first week of October, but I'm just letting you know. And I have talked about it on Great Awakener on why it's not the third interstellar object, and how things like that that are interstellar affect the energy of our solar system and our Earth and things like that. And I've talked about how the moon, everything's energy. So all the planets, asteroids, planetoids, all of that, they have an impact on us. Capricorn, let's get started. See what's going on for you for the rest of September, starting with that new moon solar eclipse in Virgo. Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising. Okay. Capricorn. Yeah. Capricorn, thank you. Let me just do a time check. Yeah, I'm on the system again. Oh, what is that blue thing? Oh, that's my, okay. Capricorn, I do a traditional, where am I? Celtic Cross spread offers the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, you know we will. And secondly, thank you again. Excuse me. Thank you again for all your patience and kindness. And yes, I'm health issues. And, I did a live stream. So anyway, I also did a thing on October, a little preview on October. There's something big happening for you. And, but anyway, thank you so much for all your patience and all your comments really just help. Well, I'm almost out of it. As you know, Ruby's been going through health issues as well. She's got her big thing happening soon. Okay, so anyway, thank you is all I'm trying to say. All right, now let's get started. Oh, wow. Whoa. I would say you're really good, but there's something, yeah, you're going to get but we got to talk about something. Okay, Capricorn? And this is, you made this very easy for me. You made this very easy for me. This can be a week you need to just get out of your head. You got the 4 swords. Amazing. Take that time. Rest, retreat. Speaking of equilibrium, this card is attributed to Libra, right? So just moving into this week, now you have a lot of comfort, a lot of taking that time out for yourself is necessary and is needed. I feel like there's, like I said, there's a lot happening. You have Uranus in your 6th house. Yeah. What has that been like? You tell me. Okay. I have Uranus in my 6th natally in my birth chart. So I can tell you what that's like. There's a lot of unexpected things and a lot of movement. But anyway, this is great. Okay. So this brings that peace of mind and that harmony. Yeah. That like mind, body, spirit. I'll even show you. Look at the swords, right? Look at where they're going, right? Heart chakra, throat chakra, crown chakra. So we want to have all that energy work. There's alignments. You need time for yourself. Okay. Because that clarity you get is going to be the best thing for you. You have the Ace of Swords and the heart of your spread. This is a new beginning for you. Like I said, new opportunity. But remember what I said, Virgo, in your 9th, up here. That's swords, right? The mental suit, okay? The air suit. So there's something here. Again, new way of thinking, new way of seeing things, and also something coming into your physical world, right? Like a contract where it changes the way you see something, whether it's a job or, new job or new career or house that you buy, whatever it is, it changes your world, right? Changes your timeline. So really great. You see the crown, there's success and victory here. It's the biggest sword. With great power comes great responsibility. And I've been giving you Easter eggs on how much power you're about to have with Mars moving into Scorpio and everything else that's happening. So good for you. This is amazing. There's your new journey now. You have death in your challenge area. Two things here. Don't resist change. Like I said before. Okay. Please don't resist change. Look at this. You see the king? Yeah. You see the king with his, on the ground, sprawled on the ground with his crown knocked off. He resisted the knight. Look at what happened to him. But you see the bishop. You see everyone else. They accepted the change. They're okay. Don't resist change. Okay? You're only going to set yourself back. The second thing, it does feel like someone on your journey in your life may want to go in a different way. Okay? Now, Page of Swords in your crown. You're ready. Look at this. You're ready. All these swords, you have and the root of your spread, okay? Three of Swords. You have your entire main spread is all swords and two major arcana. So again, there's going to be a lot in your mind. You're going to be processing a lot of things. Saturn moving back into Pisces. Remember, that is your third house, not only of communication, the mind, okay? Ideas, brainstorming, creative energy too. But don't overdo it. You have no cups. You have no pentacles. You have no wands, which is fine. It just seems like again, I told you from the get-go, what's up here, that's going to be the biggest change for you with this eclipse. Shift in perspective, okay? How you see things. So this all makes sense. But with the Three of Swords and the root of your spread, it feels like there's something that is going to be hard to surrender or give up. And you may feel the emotional impact this week, okay? But you're ready for this new journey. And a lot of this, that's you. There's something that you're ending, okay? You took the time to really sit on it and dwell on it and really thinking about it, right? Coming after that Four of Swords. So it could be something with partnerships and relationships, by the way, because remember, the grand air trine, we're in Libra season, okay? You already have Jupiter exalted in Cancer in your 7th house of relationships and contracts. Swords can be contracts too, by the way. And then Three of Swords, Four of Swords, both Libra cards. Yeah? So a lot of y'all, it will be career. All right? New career. Now, you have your own card, the Devil, in your future. So, were you real with yourself when I said you got to be honest with yourself? There's something that you're like, okay, I'm ending this, I'm moving forward, right? But that there's a big sign on the bus that says no Fritos, and you got a bag of Fritos in your pocket. There's something here you gotta, okay? And it's in your future. The Devil is your card. You know that. Okay? So again, there's a lot of you. We got to break free from these chains. And you do see the two people from the Lover's card. Okay? It's card 15. 1 + 5 = 6. The Lover's card. Yeah? So maybe, again, something with a partnership, a relationship. It can be career. It doesn't always have to be love, right? It can be career. It's where you're putting that energy. It doesn't even heat up. It could even be your perspective, the way that, the Devil is also pessimistic thinking, right? And so it could be the way that you're seeing something that we made that change, but we went back to it, right? So just bear that in mind. And then you're going to be fine. This is also like, it could be like, It's like, the devil is like addictions and obsessions. It's a lot of things that Mars and Scorpio, like the lower expressions, can be. And that's why I say use it wisely. It can go other ways, but it can also be like deeply subconscious things. Remember, I said Pluto goes really deep and things may come to the surface, but you just want to break free. And you have a lot of aspects happening this week where it's all about your breakthrough. So use it. Okay? Confront anything that you need to confront. Capricorn, y'all are amazing. All right, what do we? Okay, so yeah, I am still okay. So I forgot my line. Yeah, y'all are amazing, Capricorn. Thanks so much for being here. Oh, if you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. There's a lot happening for you. And again, thank you for being patient with me. Well, I still get better. All right. So, wow. Okay. Wow. This is very telling. Wow. Okay. So you did, you got page of wands. Really great. I love it. You got 2 pages. And this is just saying, like, go for it. Do it. There's something that you want. Go get it. Right. This is a lot of just all about your future. It's all about like what you want to grow. And it's almost like you see what's possible. And then there's this journey to not only what's only possible, but the finish line as well. I feel like there is going to be like, remember what I talked about, legacy? There it is. Okay, so you have the 10 of Pentacles in your external factors area. So everything here is saying like, yes, on a mission, this moving forward, new way of thinking, new opportunity, new path that I'm on after, all that energy, the new moon solar eclipse in Virgo, by the way. And this is a Virgo card attributed to Mars in Virgo, actually. So very interesting here with the 10 of Pentacles in your external factors area. And there is a sense of all this Mars and Scorpio energy. Remember, Mars is a ruler of the 8th, right? And so you really do have a lot happening for you in terms of your physical world. Remember, Pluto and Aquarius in your 2nd house can be material possessions, like physicality. Family is a big thing. You see there's harvest in this card. There's 3 generations of family here, but it's pentacles raining from the heavens. So when I say Pluto and Aquarius is going to be a thing for you in your 2nd house of money and income and salary, there's this end game. And for a lot of y'all, there's something that you still have to surrender, though, because you have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant in your staff is just saying, yeah, this is what I do want to be, the spiritual warrior. I do want to be, the wise one. I do want to be the one that is not only a teacher or a role model, but I want to be the one that sets the example, right? You see the 2 monks at his feet, the 2 columns from Solomon's temple. You've heard of like the wisdom of Solomon, right? So anyway, you do have the keys, and it's like, that's what you want. And so you have to go with that energy. What do you have to surrender to get there? Because with the devil in your future, you see he is mocking the Hierophant. You even see the 2 people, right? So anyway, it's just, you're going to have to face something here, okay? And break free from the chains because you have that 2 of Swords. And that's very telling. That's what's saying like, oh, okay, there is something that you're just like, oh, wait a minute, I don't know. And so it just feels like you're overthinking, overanalyzing, overprocessing things. That's a lot of swords. Yeah. And it can be part of this new thing that's happening for you. But I want you to know that, yes, this new moon solar eclipse is unusual. It's on the south node. There's letting go. It's happening at the equinox. It's happening with Mars moving into Scorpio. It's happening at the 29-degree point. There's a lot. But at the end of the day, this card is also a Libra card. You got 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 4 of Swords, and then you got the 8 of Swords and the Page of Swords. That's a lot of swords. So that's also kind of like beginning. There's this element of new, especially new ways of thinking and communicating. And again, there could be something that you've moved into that has made you see things in a new way. There may be a little bit of that, all the planets, outer planets retrograde, where it's like, okay, let me actually, did I process everything that I needed to do? Did I learn everything? Did I go within and really spend that time, right? Because now you're back to the Two of Swords, right? And those swords are going to get heavy. You're going to have to face some things. Okay? She's wearing a blindfold. Her back turned to the sea and the moon. You see that, right? Emotions, intuition. Okay? So let's get ready. I'll clarify that. Okay? We'll see. With the Two of Swords. Yeah, the King of Wands. You can have it all. You can have it all. But what did I say earlier? You have to care, right? You have to take that inspired action. In order to do that, you have to care about the direction that you're going to go. And you can't just ignore things. And I'm not saying you particularly, this is in general, like when you see that happen. Because you have the King of Wands right there. He's the entrepreneur. He's a king. He's a leader, right? And he's all about transformation. And he's gone through major transformation. And he worked his way up. He's not sitting in his throne from a succession. He worked his way up. This is an epitome of fire, right? The wands. It's very invigorating. And this is so much passion. And this is someone who can't even sit still. Look at him sitting, leaning over in his throne. And you even see the Ouroboros here in his throne. Remember, 12 kept coming at you, like unity of all things, but change. But again, it's almost like something's requiring you that you're well aware of a change that you have to make, but you're just like, ah. So let's be very mindful of that. Trust your intuition. Let your inner wisdom guide you, and you're going to be fine. You're going to be great. Capricorn, thanks so much. Next week, we will talk about October. It's big. A lot of y'all are getting new careers, by the way. We do have a new moon in Libra, FYI. Anyway, or you're going to get an award or be recognized for something or become really famous. Like, anyway, I can't even think of any. I just can't. Everything. I just blanked. Anyway, Capricorn. Oh yeah, second spread. We're gonna do a spread just on the eclipse. We're gonna isolate the eclipse. Do a spread on the new moon solar eclipse in Virgo. Anyway, y'all, tier 3 members, you know where to find the link. Anyone is welcome to join. Really good and legendary members. We have a lot of fun. Capricorn, oh my gosh, I'm going way too long. All right, I'll see you next week. Thanks so much. Don't overthink things. You got big things. Big things happening. Yeah? But that's a lot of swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swords. And then you got all the 2 core cards, 2 major or 3 major arcana core card, and all of them. You only got 1 pip card. Well, no, you got okay, never mind. But it's still a big deal. All right. Anyway, this is a big deal. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. This is long. All right. Thanks so much, Capricorn. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.